What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to a brand new Liverpool transfer news video. And Liverpool are increasingly likely that they will sign a centre-back and a defensive midfielder. So Liverpool have to navigate the homegrown market very carefully. I think Romeo Lavia is a homegrown player, so he would be ideal for the defensive midfield spot. And Liverpool are looking to sign Levi Colwill, the Chelsea centre-back who can play fullback as well. He had a great season at Brighton and he is playing the European Under-21 Championship final with England against Spain. It's I think 5 PM English time, that's 6 PM Central European time. So if you want to watch Colwill, Curtis Jones, Harvey Elliott trying to win a major silverware for England, then you can watch that. And Levi Colwill already admitted that Steven Gerrard is his boyhood idol, and recently some journalists in England claimed that Liverpool are holding interest in Colwill, and there is actually some foundation to that rumor, because the journalist said, I've heard whispers of it too. It seems increasingly likely that Liverpool do look to sign a centre-back as well. And in this video we will take a look at Gravenberch, Pavard, what kind of updates we have on those players as well, but the main topic will be Colwill. So if you are excited about this video, make sure to leave a like. Let's get this video to 500 likes and subscribe to my channel. Half of you guys aren't subscribed to watch these videos, so make sure to subscribe and turn on the notifications so you never miss the latest updates on Liverpool transfer news and updates this summer. This is the channel where you get all your brand new information about Liverpool. The thing is, the journalist continued, I really do not think Chelsea might sell Colwill. He's exactly the type of player they need for the new era. If he was at another club, they would probably be trying to sign him. Brighton are obviously key too, but I reckon we could get to the first game of the new season and Colwill could be in Chelsea's starting 11. He's so highly thought of by anyone that works with him. But Chelsea have already turned down 2 offers from Brighton for Colwill this summer, but Brighton don't have as much money as Liverpool. Then their offers were around 30-35 million. So Liverpool might have to go a lot higher if they want Colwill. Is he worth 50-60 million pounds with having one good season in the Premier League? I'm not really sure. He's really talented and he could go to the very top of English football as one of the most talented centre backs. And if we could have Trent Alexander-Arnold and Colwill in the Liverpool team, yes, half of our defense would be sorted for like the next 8 years, I would say. So it's definitely worth the big investment. But if Chelsea are asking for 80 million, I think that's way too over the top. And also the big question is, would Chelsea sell to a direct rival like Liverpool? I'm not sure, but Chelsea still need money if they want to sign players, because they only have like 2 senior centre midfielders at Chelsea. They sold Havertz, Mount, Kovacic. Basically half of their starting lineup is already gone. Liverpool so far have absolutely done brilliantly in this transfer window with McAllister and Szoboszlai, but now we need to look further back in the squad and we need to ensure that defensively we will be better. Already with the energy of McAllister and Szoboszlai in the midfield and the recovery runs that they will do, Liverpool already have a more energetic, more dynamic midfield. But the defensive midfield still worries me. We still need to sign an out-and-out defensive midfielder, in my opinion. And David Lynch said this about Levi Colwill and Liverpool. He said, I think Liverpool really like Colwill. He is homegrown, he fits the bill in so many ways and he would be the ideal signing in that position. But it's a difficult one. Brighton have already given up and they are going for Calvin Bassey instead, because they didn't get the impression that they could get a deal over the line. But Liverpool have got a lot more money than Brighton. And they have the ability to do a deal at a higher amount than what Brighton were able to do. Maybe it will get to a point where Colwill won't sign a contract and there aren't enough guarantees over playing time. Then that's when Liverpool can make the move. And I know there has been contact on the agents side, so Liverpool and Colwill's agents have already been in contact and they are keeping tabs on the player. It's one that if they got even the slightest hint that they could do a deal with Chelsea, then they would pay pay a big fee for Colwill. There's some morale issues at Chelsea in the aftermath of Mason Mount leaving, a feeling around how our academy players treated, and not just Mason Mount, like look at Tammy Abraham and other youth academy players that have been coming through at Chelsea. At the first, big offer arrives for an academy player, Chelsea sell them. I would be absolutely fuming if Liverpool did that with Trent Alexander-Arnold and other academy players. So I don't think Chelsea's strategy gives any confidence to these homegrown youth academy players coming through from the Chelsea academy that they will have a big future at Chelsea, because Chelsea have this scattergun approach that they are signing players left, right and center, and they don't want to develop their own homegrown players, their own youth academy players. And if Chelsea did absolutely everything to keep hold of Mason Mount, then probably Mason Mount would still be at Chelsea. The first thing that Mason Mount pretty much said when he signed for Man United is Chelsea didn't really want him to stay. They didn't do everything to keep him at Chelsea, which is an absolute disgrace. If you are a Chelsea fan, you should be absolutely raging, because Mason Mount is their best youth academy player of the last 10 years, and they fumbled it, really. And that's a long list of young players who were at Chelsea earlier, like Mo Salah, Kevin De Bruyne, just to name two of the greatest Premier League players of all time. And they were all at Chelsea, and they fumbled those players. They let them slip through their fingers, and now they are at their rival clubs winning Premier League titles, Champions Leagues. I mean, imagine if you are Chelsea, how do you feel? Kevin De Bruyne becoming a Man City legend, Salah becoming a Liverpool legend. They both started at Chelsea, and that's just two examples of many. And David Lynch agrees with me, saying that instead of Chelsea trying everything to keep hold of Mason Mount, they went down the route of signing expensive alternatives, which just seems crazy to me. These are the words of David Lynch. It's a club in a bit of a chaos at the minute, and it shows that the path is not there. They don't want to use their academy players, and they don't see them as the crown jewels in the whole project. And it's mental, because literally the youth academy players are your bread and butter. If they are good enough for the first team, or even if they are good enough as a squad player, it makes the perfect sense to keep them, because they literally cost you nothing. But Chelsea see those youth academy players as, if they sell them, they can submit 100% profit on those deals in their financial accounts. And that's the problem. Chelsea, because of signing so many players for so much money, they have to work very hard to break even with the financial fair play rules. Chelsea must see the 115 charges against Man City as a big warning sign for them, that if they don't comply with financial fair play rules, they will be charged as well. And who knows how much Man City will be punished. That's a topic for another video, which I might make a video on that very soon. But Man City must be punished in the hardest manner. Getting points deducted is not enough. Getting a fine for Man City is not enough. Relegate them to League 2 or to non-league, and also strip away all of their titles and trophies that they have won. At least what the FA and the Premier League can do is strip all of their titles in domestic English football. David Lynch said if Colwill is looking at any of that and feels he will be better served going elsewhere, then Liverpool will look like a very, very attractive option, I'm sure. So I think I made a big case on why Colwill might want to leave Chelsea. The big question is what Pochettino and Chelsea want to do with Colwill. But Liverpool are definitely interested in him, and as David Lynch said, if there is a slightest hint, slightest possibility of Chelsea letting Colwill go, then Liverpool will jump at the chance to sign him. And maybe that's why we are waiting a little bit for this centre-back signing, because we want to see what kind of options open for us maybe in the second half of the transfer window. Because if you jump early and sign a centre-back right now, then you might miss out on maybe Colwill becoming available later, and then you won't have enough money to sign him, or you already filled that squad role in your team. Of course, Chelsea in an ideal world wouldn't want to sell to one of their direct rivals, but the counter argument to that is Chelsea already sold Havertz to Arsenal, a direct rival. Chelsea already sold Mason Mount to Man United, another direct rival. If I just look at that, the cold hard truth is Chelsea are not really bothered by selling to a direct rival. If the right offer arrives for a player, Chelsea will accept it, even if it's from a direct rival. So Liverpool definitely should keep their options open. Of course, signing a homegrown player comes with maybe a little bit of a bigger price than signing a non-homegrown player. Roman Lavia of Southampton and Levi Colwill from Chelsea are the two players that Liverpool are very interested in at the moment. Because even if Liverpool sign just one of these two players, we can still sign a non-homegrown player. If you sign a homegrown talent, you could bypass the Premier League registration because both Lavia and Colwill qualify as under 21 players. And UEFA's ruling would not sting Liverpool as they do in Doak's case. Affordability, of course, remains a potential hurdle, both players carrying a homegrown premium, but if anyone knows how to maneuver this negotiation with skill, that's Liverpool, because we are one of the best negotiators in the transfer market. And Liverpool's ability to navigate through these complex deals has often defined their successful moves in the past. And Pochettino recently said that we spoke yesterday with Levi Colwill and Noni Madueke. One I know, Madueke from Tottenham, he was in the under-18s, and of course Levi Colwill, but with them I wish the best for tomorrow. For me it's difficult because it's Spain against England in the Euro under-21 final, but I wish them all the best. I think we are waiting for them to be with the team. I think they will fly to America and join us. So at the moment it looks like Colwill is in Pochettino's pre-season plans, but of course a lot can change. When the transfer window is open, you know a lot can change in a few weeks or a month time. Christian Falk also reported that Thiago and Szoboszlai is joining Liverpool. He said that Benjamin Pavard is still a topic at Bayern Munich for leaving the club. Bayern want to sell either Mazraoui or Pavard. There are no offers on the table yet for Pavard, but it's clear that Bayern will sell him because Benjamin Pavard already told Bayern he won't sign a new contract, and his contract expires next summer, so he only has 1 year left. This is when Bayern can make some money off Pavard, and he would be cheaper, a lot cheaper than Colwill, I expect. And Benjamin Pavard is like 26, 27 years old, I think. So he's in his prime. The big question is, would he come in and challenge Trent Alexander-Arnold for the right back slot? That would be really interesting. But you could argue Liverpool don't need to spend this much on a player who expects to play every week, because Pavard would want to play to stay in the France national team. And Bayern Munich would be very happy to receive a good offer for Pavard, but that's why maybe Liverpool are looking to sign a younger player, because Pavard, if you sign him, then he would want to play either as a centre back or as a right back. The big question is how much money would he cost. With 1 year left on his contract, I think he would cost around 30, 35, 40 million. And it makes sense. Pavard is an experienced player. He played for Bayern, winning a lot of trophies. He played for the France national team in World Cups, in Euros. So why not? If the other players are not attainable, Liverpool have still one homegrown slot available, so Pavard could fill that, and we could still sign Lavia from Southampton for the defensive midfield role, and that would be an absolutely brilliant, perfect transfer window in my opinion. Christian Falk also said that Bayern Munich told previously Ryan Gravenberch's management that he has to stay at Bayern, but that was before Salihamidzic, their sporting director, was fired. Now Bayern is starting the pre-season training on July the 13th, and then they will see how it works in training. Now they are open to talks about Gravenberch, whereas before it was clear that they weren't. But they want to see him back in training, and with Leimer and how everything works, perhaps Thomas Tuchel would be open to the option of selling Gravenberch. We heard he was offered to AC Milan by his management, Team Raiola. They are testing the options at the moment, but I think Liverpool are not interested in Gravenberch anymore. He's also, I think, a non-homegrown player. So Liverpool have to navigate this very carefully. We either sell a player or we have to sign one non-homegrown player, and the other can be homegrown, or must be homegrown, should I say. I still don't want Liverpool to sell Thiago, because Thiago's talent is unquestionable, and his intelligence and tactical understanding is honestly something that very few midfielders in the Premier League have, and that would suggest that he would adapt to any new system that Liverpool will use, and he will adjust his game to each position's requirement. The biggest problem has been, of course, his injury record, which was patchy before he arrived at Liverpool, and it has only got worse. But I think Liverpool overplayed and overstretched Thiago's body last season because we had so many injuries in midfield, and that meant Liverpool lost Thiago with a hip injury for the second half of last season. If Liverpool could manage Thiago's minutes carefully, if we could keep him at 20-25 starts during the season, then I think Thiago would be available for a lot more. So Thiago played in his first season 30 games, 23 starts and 2,200 minutes. His second season was his best season, where Liverpool almost won the quadruple. We won the FA Cup, the League Cup, and we played in the Champions League final. 39 games for Thiago, which is quite a lot. 26 starts, almost 2,400 minutes. Last season only 28 appearances and only 22 starts, so one start less than in his first season, but only played 1,900 minutes. But those minutes came in the first half of the season. Like, Thiago played every game sometimes in a week's period. He played like 3 games in 7 or 8 days, and that's why he broke down, because he's not young anymore. He's 32 years old, so Liverpool have to manage Thiago's minutes more carefully, because then he will be available for a lot more minutes. So I think Liverpool should definitely keep Thiago at the club. And that's it for today's video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this. Have a nice day. Thanks for watching. See you later. Goodbye.